following presentation is on the Montana Private Applicator License and is presented by the Montana State University Extension Pesticide Education Program. The presentation covers what is the PAT license, what can applicators do with it, what can't they do with it, how to become certified as a private applicator, how to stay certified, and pesticide applicator resources. First, let's review the definition of a pesticide. Many applicators think the term pesticide applies only to insecticides. However, pesticides actually include anything used to control pests, including herbicides to control plants, insecticides to control insects, rodenticides to control rodents, among others. When we use the term pesticide throughout this training, it is encompassing all these different products. There are two classifications of pesticides you will need to know. The first is general use pesticides, which are available to anyone wishing to purchase them. A few common products are Forefront, Milestone, 2,4-D, and Roundup. The other classification is restricted use pesticides. To buy and apply these pesticides, you must hold a valid Montana pesticide license. These products are more toxic than general use products and have significant adverse effects on humans, animals, and the environment. A few common restricted use pesticides being used in Montana are Tordon 22K, Fumitoxin, Phostoxin, Paraquat, and Lorsban. How do you know if a pesticide is restricted use or general use? You need to look at the first page of the pesticide label where it will be stated if it is a restricted use pesticide. The Montana Private Applicator License is also known as the Farm Applicator License. This license is only for individuals applying restricted use pesticide products on land they own, rent, or lease, and is only for the purpose of growing an agricultural commodity. This may include livestock, hay, row crops, nurseries, greenhouses, orchards, and forests. The MSU Extension Pesticide Education Program, or MSU PEP, has a mock guide available for free from the MSU Extension online store titled the Montana Private Applicator Program. This publication explains the Montana Private Applicator Program, how to become licensed, how to keep your license through recertification, and covers all the topics we discuss in this presentation. It is important that a private applicator understands who can use their pesticide license. A private applicator license covers immediate family and employees who may work under the license. However, the license holder is liable and responsible for the safety and actions of their family and employees. It is also important for a private applicator to understand what they cannot do with their license. A private applicator can't be hired as a pesticide applicator. They can't spray pesticides for the government, including tribal governments. They cannot apply restricted use pesticides to their neighbor's property, and they can't lend their license to someone to buy pesticides unless they are family or employees. Additionally, a private applicator can't sell or give away pesticides. When we say don't or can't, we mean that it is illegal to do these things. Montana has numerous other pesticide license types which cover these tasks. For more information, contact MSU PEP or the Montana Department of Agriculture about these other license types. Pesticide applicators are often tempted to give away pesticides. This news story takes place in 2007 when a commercial applicator gave a fumigant to friends to control cockroaches in their home. This pesticide is formulated in pellets or tablets that react with moisture in the air to create a toxic phosphine gas. This gas is heavier than air, and when it entered the home, it impacted the children first. In this case, a 2-year-old child died. The pesticide used is a restricted use pesticide and is illegal to use in residential buildings. The commercial applicator who gave away the pesticide is liable for the death of the child and the misuse of the pesticide. It is important to remember all pesticides can have negative impacts when used incorrectly, and applicators need to take pesticides seriously. There are two ways to become licensed as a private applicator in Montana. One option is to take an exam at your local MSU Extension office. This exam will be open book and you must pass with a 70% or greater. You can also attend an initial private applicator training, which are offered throughout the year across the state. These are 7-hour trainings on specific topics. There's an ungraded quiz at the end of the training. Once you have either taken the exam or attended the initial training, you will need to fill out the application and mail it to the Montana Department of Agriculture with a license fee. It may take up to 2 weeks to get your license in the mail. Here's the top portion of the private applicator application. You will need to fill out your contact information. Pay close attention to the property address. This is where you will write in where you are physically applying pesticides. The mailing address is where you will receive your license, renewal letters, and information regarding the program. The next section of the application looks like this. You will need to check agricultural pest control, and you may also want to check the box at the bottom asking if you would like 2 copies of your license sent to you. You may want this if you have family or employees who work under your license. The other options require additional training and are not applicable to this training. At the bottom of the application, you will need to sign and date the line. Prior to mailing in the application, the PAT coordinator, most likely the MSU Extension agent, will need to fill in the box at the top right corner of the application with either your exam or initial training information, confirming that you meet the requirements for obtaining the license. This application must be mailed with the license fee to the MDA. If you apply pesticides within tribal land boundaries, you will need to apply for a free permit through the EPA. You need to first obtain your Montana private applicator license and receive it in the mail. Copy the license and send it with the application for tribal pesticide application. This application is free. Fill out the information required on the Request for Pesticide Applicator Certification in Indian Country form. This needs to be sent to the EPA Region 8 office as listed on the application. You can get this form at your local MSU Extension office. The Montana Private Applicator License Fee is based on a 5-year recertification cycle and is $12 per year. Depending on when you are certified within the cycle, you will only need to pay part of the license as listed. If you certify in the first year of the cycle, you will need to pay $60, $12 for each of the 5 years. If you enter at the 3rd year, you will need to pay $36, and the 5th year would be $12. The county you spray pesticides in will determine what PAT district you are located in. The license fee will be determined by your district. The 5-year recertification cycle is staggered by district. This shows a map of the PAT districts and the counties that make up each district, as well as the recertification cycles that start January 1st of the first year and end on December 31st of the last year. For example, if you live in Cascade County, you are in PAT District 3. The certification cycle is 2016 to 2020. If you obtain your license in 2018, how much is the license fee? You will need to pay $12 for the current year and each remaining year in the cycle, so the fee is $36. $12 for each year, 2018, 19, and 2020, for a total of $36. The private applicator license fee was put into place by the legislature in 1993 and was revised in 2017. The money goes to the Montana Department of Agriculture, the Waste Pesticide Disposal Program, which is a no questions asked disposal program offered throughout the state to safely dispose of pesticides, and half of the fee goes to MSU Extension, with the majority of that going to the county that you reside in. To stay certified, you need to obtain 6 pesticide education credits within the 5-year cycle. This is equivalent to 6 hours of education. There are 2 exceptions to this. If you become certified in the last year of the recertification cycle, you do not need to get any pesticide education credits. If you were recertified after July 1st of the third year of the cycle, you only need to obtain 3 pesticide education credits by the end of the recertification cycle. Numerous trainings are offered across the state for credits hosted by MSU Extension, local governments, and other organizations. You can also obtain credits online. You will hear about these courses through your local extension office, through the Montana Department of Agriculture, advertisements, and you can also look up all available courses online. We have another handout that is available on our website at pesticides.montana.edu. This handout is titled Accessing Private Applicator Information and explains how to look up programs offering pesticide education credits, as well as look up your license information online. From the website listed here, you can access the Montana Department of Agriculture Pesticide Applicator database, as well as a list of available courses. From the database, you can look up your license number, the number of credits you have, as well as the number of credits you need to keep your license. The website looks like this. You will need to go to the left sidebar and select Pesticide Programs. From the drop-down, there are several options. For now, we will select Course Locator. From here, you will want to select On-Site or Online from meeting type, and make sure to select 60-Private Applicator Pest Control under Category. This will make sure you are searching for courses offering private applicator credits. There are numerous other pesticide license types, so you need to make sure you are getting the right type of credits for your license. You can also refine the search by region, county, and date. While there are many courses offered across the state, it is best not to limit your search to courses only in your county, as you may be missing a lot nearby. Once you press search, you will be shown a list of courses. The right column lists the number of credits offered. Again, look for the 60-Private Agricultural Pest Control for private applicator credits offered. You can click on Details in the left column to find out more information about an event and how to register. Here's the details page for one of the events listed. It has a web page and phone number for registering, and if you scroll down, an agenda will be listed as well. To search for online programs, go to the Course Locator webpage and select Online. Then select Private Agricultural Pest Control, then Search. You will see all the online programs available for private applicators. Select Details for more information on how to register and further instructions. Applicators can also look up their license information. From the main page, select Pesticide Programs and then Pesticide License Search. On the search page, enter just your last name or your license number, as more information can mess up the search, then press search. If you are an active pesticide license holder, your name will come up and you will be shown as having a program type. If you click on that program type, it will show you more details about your license. This screen will provide more details regarding your license, including number of credits accumulated in your certification cycle, the number of credits required, and deadline of your recertification cycle. Your private applicator license number is also listed here. Once you find a course you want to attend, please bring your pesticide license as well as a government ID to the course. You must sign in on the MDA sign-in sheet, including your name, license number, and signature. You will not receive credits if you are not on the sign-in sheets. Longer courses may have multiple sign-in sheets over the day or multiple days. Make sure you are on each of those sign-in sheets. We cannot add you after the fact. Here's an example of the sign-in sheet you will see at courses. If you have multiple license numbers, you should put all license numbers down under your name. Here is an example of what your private applicator license will look like. It lists your name, county, expiration date, and license number. Your private applicator license number ends in -11. Other license types end in different numbers. Once you get your license in the mail, we recommend laminating it with packing tape to keep the text clear, or taking a photo of the license and storing it on your phone. You will get a new license in the mail each time you recertify, however your license number will stay the same. If you were not able to attend classes for credits, you may take a closed book exam at any MSU Extension office in the last year of your recertification cycle. If you pass the test with a 70% or better, you will have met the requirements for recertifying your license. If your license expires, meaning you did not get enough pesticide education credits and you did not take the exam in the last year of the cycle, you have a few options to obtain your license again. You can go to an MSU Extension office and take a closed book exam. You will need to pass this exam with a 70% or greater. You can also attend an initial training program, or if you wait 12 months after the expiration of your license, you can take an open book graded exam at the MSU Extension office. Again, you will need to pass with a 70% or greater. The MSU Extension Pesticide Education Program has many resources for private applicators on our webpage. We have numerous publications we have written on pesticide topics, as well as information on the pesticide applicator license and information on events we are hosting. Our website can be found at pesticides.montana.edu. Additionally, MSU PEP has started a regional quarterly email newsletter for private applicators. This is a great, easy way to get information on the program and upcoming events. You can sign up on our webpage on the left sidebar. If you have any questions regarding this talk, you can contact the Pesticide Education Program, or you can call your local MSU Extension field office.